That is also a thing in 2020 that did not happen. Ah, more things in 2020 that did not happen. Oh, April, we sorted the social distancing players. That's nice. Oh, hello, I didn't see you there. I'm your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare, and welcome to Social Distancing Theatre. Tonight's production is Richard, Too Fast, Too Furious, by me, your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare. I started the social distancing players in April of 2020 to deal with the no doubt short-lived coronavirus pandemic. Nearly 1 year later, here we are with our 12th production, our 9th original. And you are the ones who keep this going. You are the ones who make live theater alive, and we thank you for it. You are the ones that are making the magic happen, that make the dreams come true. You are the ones who are supporting the Indiegogo campaign for this very production tonight to help our actors pay a phone bill, buy some groceries, maybe do other things to order to say that we are quasi gainfully employed. So thank you for being here tonight. We hope to entertain you and complete the contract that we have. You can still contribute to the Indiegogo campaign. Go to igg.me/@/Richard Too Fast Too Furious tonight to contribute. And you can find that link in the show notes. I'd also like to thank my friends, the Zenith Players, for co-hosting this production tonight. You can learn more about them by going to their Facebook page, Zenith Players, or going to zenithplayers.com and then clicking on the highly attractive donation button. They've also been keeping live theater alive by having weekly live readings of Shakespeare plays, the Greeks, Sherlock Holmes, Jane Austen, and more. They're absolutely wonderful. And as they approach their 1 year anniversary, I can only say cheers. Tonight's production has some amazing people that you would have seen at a Renaissance festival near you had 2020 happened. So, essaying the part of King Richard II, we have Kelsey Kurz. You might have known him as Alana Dale at the New York Renaissance Fair. Kelsey, you can turn your camera live and wave hi if you'd like. There he is. Saying the part of Bushy, we have from the New Jersey Renaissance Fair, the Lords of Adventure, and inside the drag closet with Jade DeVere, Mitch Gamble-Ernst. Saying the part of Bagot, from Chaste Treasure, we have Kristina Coia. Also from Chaste Treasure, we have Aileen Goldberg playing the part of Lord Mowbry and the Duke of Northumberland. Playing Greene from the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair, we have Alex Stompoly. As the Duke of York, we have from Buckle and Swatch, Mr. Tom Zadoyko. From the New Jersey Renaissance Fair and the Lords of Adventure, Mr. Ezekiel Jackson. And Erin Bernardi and David Mikofsky of Drunk and Disorderly are providing music for us tonight. You've seen them at the Connecticut Renaissance Fair, Midsummer Fantasy Renaissance Fair, and many others. I will be your chorus. Now let's get things started. Guys, gals, and non-binary gingerbread pals, I'm your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare, and that means you can cheer now.
Yay!
Okay. All right, that was weird. All right, no, don't give me pity cheers. Don't give me pity cheers yet. No,
Pity
wait for
cheer!
it. Not yet. Wait for it. When I say you can cheer now, I need you to go insane. Lose it. Lose your brains at home. I want you to hoot, holler, clap, cheer, stomp your feet, whistle, throw small loved ones into the air. Basically, I am saying, Michelle Boucher, yeet your baby. All right? So, I am your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare, and you may cheer now.
Oh my God! Chitty chitty bang bang, broccoli bob. Chitty chitty bang bang.
That was weird, especially the sudden cutoff of Mike suddenly being muted, as if 1,000 voices were quieted all at once. Now, friends, this story is audience interactive, and it requires all of your help. So when I say everybody says, ooh, I need to hear all of you say, ooh. Let me hear it. Ooh. Ooh. Everybody says, ah.
Ah.
People cry out, dear God, what is that thing?
Dear God, what is that thing?
We have dramatic music.
Ba-ba-bum.
And not very dramatic music.
Wop, 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 wop.
We have a guitar and Tom Zadoyko. That's amazing.
Oh,
We have... That's all you need. We have random sound effects of randomness.
Dive, put your foot on the board.
What is happening? And we start with a song. So take your hands, friends. Hit your laps 2 times. Clap your hands 1 time. And then do that again. 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 Cast, get on screen. Again. Now I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle and here's my spout. Let me get all steamed up and hear me shout. Tip me over and pour me out, singing I'm a little teapot. Everybody at home sing it. I'm a little teapot. I'm so glad I can't hear them at this moment. Next verse. Now Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. It followed her to school one day, which was against the rules. It made the children laugh and play to see a lamb at school. Ba, 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 black sheep, sing it. Ba, 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 black sheep. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Always designate your driver. Sing it! Always designate your driver. Friends, keep this beat going. And that is really good advice, by the way. Keep this beat going, for you are the few, the proud, the nerds. You might be thinking, Master Shakespeare, why are you calling me such names? You don't know me, you don't know my life. Well, people, you are here on a Wednesday evening spending your time with me, a bald guy who professionally uses an English accent. You are willingly giving up your time to stare at your phone, possibly cast up to your television, probably looking at it in the loo, and that's okay, there's no judgment here. You are the ones who are the early adopters. You use words before they're cool. And so some of you are probably out there saying Zagnut, and that's okay. You are the ones who use words such as hodor and wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. And you know what a Jeremy Bearimy is and exactly how long it lasts. So you are my people and I will lead you to freedom. I want you to reach into the bottom of your heart, the cockle of your heart, the subcockle of your left big toe, your neighbor's pocket, and sing this final verse with me. For enough of you good people right here, right now, we wouldn't be here doing this. Oh no, we'd be at home. Okay, we are at home. All of us are actually at home. But we wouldn't be doing this, streaming it to Facebook. I mean, we'd be just doing it privately in a private Zoom session. I mean, that's what we'd be doing. So thank you for being here and giving us the greatest and best job in all the world. At the end of the show, or even during the show, if you like us, if you really, really love us, please contribute to the Indiegogo campaign. Go to igg.me/@/Richard Too Fast, Too Furious and contribute to this show because these actors want to get paid. Now, let's sing this final verse. 5, 6, 7, 8, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, and Y, and a Z. Now I know my ABCs. Sing it loud! Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me?
Oh, next time, won't you sing with me?
I really put my earpiece in at just the right moment to catch that, and I am so happy I did. Because that was magical. Accolades for your players, and they're going to be coming back into the show here. Friends, thank you for being here, for being a part of this magic tonight. So, let us begin this story the way all good stories begin. With a country ripped apart, red rose and white, torn by strife and poor administration, ignoring who was wrong and who was right, and incompetence leading the nation. Surrounded as he was by sycophants who lusted above all else for power, King Richard, not shrewd like the elephants, remained sequestered in London's tower, wealth and monarchy keeping him serene, squandering the treasury a proud Narcissus, listening to Bushy, Bagot, and Greene, that war in Ireland's a good thesis. So now begins our play, White Rose and Red. Soon we'll find out who lives and who is dead. And to King Richard II, Bushy, Bagot, Greene, and Lord Mowbray.
My lord, king and commander, I demand justice, satisfaction. I, by this hand, declare I'm offended by Bolingbroke. He is a scoundrel, a bowling joke.
Clever wordplay, my lord Mowbray. Too bad. Thy tongue shall soon quit the friendship of that melon that is generously known as thy head. By Jove, it's enormous. Whereas
Bolingbroke's head, oh, sweet Harry, is perfectly shaped. Think you not, Mary?
Oh, agreed, dear friends, Bushy and Bagot. Sweet Mowbray's pate, though, is fit for Magot's. Majesty, dear king, what think you of this?
I am Groot.
Say again, our dear sweet prince.
I am king.
Right you are, sire. Now then, my Lord Bolingbroke has, I know not when, insulted Lord Mowbray, who demands law be served. But Lancaster's son would probs caw, caw, in ways only he can.
Well, that is a sentence that happened. Man, what a time to be alive. Where is he, that saucy Bolingbroke? Did he, well, flee?
Nay, he is quite near. Oh, 'tis him I see.
Enter Henry Bolingbroke.
You're welcome. For air, the land, the sea. You're welcome.
Such nonsense. Ugh. The villain.
Call him that not. Instead, just be chillin', whilst we, the king's advisors, do our thing. We shall debate and scheme and...
I am king.
You got it, sire.
Yes, you've got it in one. There's so much work that still must be done. A duel has been declared, a challenge struck.
My lords Mowbray, Harry, I wish you luck. Quick question, though. Has anyone noticed this rhyme scheme we're in? It seems a bit Forrest said.
Now you've gone and given it attention, taking up more memory retention. 'Tis iambic pentameter. Move on. I want to see these knights get their groove on.
Draw thy sword. Salute thy king.
I am king.
Yes, we've established that very thing. Bolingbroke, soon you'll be not good looking.
Ha! Can you smell what Bolingbroke is cooking?
That made no sense.
Let it go, he's rolling.
The people's eyebrow. The bell is tolling.
I don't have friends. I got family.
Okay.
Ride or die, remember?
Oh, this is the way. My Lord Bolingbroke and my Lord Mowbray. Your conflict makes our dear king quite weary. As such, he declares,
I am king.
That's right. He here and now puts an end to your fight. Put down your swords, else your lives are forfeit. Leave England now. You both are banished.
Aw, come on. Dear king, 'tis highly unfair. We always fight here. You never did care.
Are we talking or are we racing?
Why not both?
You'll always be my brother.
'Tis your troth. Now, my lords, our sunder hath come at last. Leave now, do not pass go. You shall not pass.
Exit all. So off into exile did Bolingbroke go now to spend some time with family in France. Resigned to his fate to go with the flow, determined to finally learn to dance. When his sainted father, dear John of God, dies off screen, the Duchy of Lancaster belongs now to Harry. 'Tis his to flaunt, but Richard claims that he is the master. His debts are high and the treasury's broke, so Bushy, Bagot, and Greene start a war in Ireland. Richard's quite a dumb bloke to believe that for him they are now full. Richard's in the Emerald Isle with his crew. Henry thinks the time is ripe to start a coup. Enter Bolingbroke and Northumberland.
Listen, for 1,000 years I've only been thinking of keeping this hair silky.
What? It hasn't been that long. You're lonely, that's all. You've got friends and tasty milky buttermilk biscuits. What more do you need in your exile? There are no F's, Richard gives. Just let it go, man. We cannot but feed and bide our time well.
The chicken lives.
There's no talking to you when you get like this.
Remember man's discovery of Nunya?
Why? Fine, I'll play. What's Nunya?
None your business.
I swear you're a child. This is not funya, not for me nor anyone. Level with me, Harry. What's next? Would thou face him?
He earned himself a dance with the devil. I will take my titles, my land from him. Sith to me, to England, he's affronting. To catch wolves, you need wolves. Let's go hunting.
Exit. Back on the English Channel's other side, across the Irish Sea, we find Richard waging war against the rising tide. Surely this is not what he had pictured. Enter Bushy, Bagot, Greene, and Richard.
I am not a gun.
No, my king, that's true. We are certs could use a lot more of them.
On that, I've got glad tidings, shiny and new.
I am king.
Yes, sire. We will fix your hem.
Since when do you speak king?
I've spent some time learning the ways of our dear Plantagenet. Ruler thinks I know his reason, his rhyme, and girded thus I am his martinet.
Yet not ahead of thyself. Slow thy roll. A triumvirate is what we three are. No single among us can claim control.
Whatever.
You're so rude.
Go fetch my car.
Not just yet, dear glorious majesty. Bagot, Greene, kiss and make up now. Do it. Haps we can yet turn round this travesty of Gaelic war. Bagot, we'll get through it.
I, dear Bushy, gentlemen, and dear king.
I am king.
Don't I know it? Here's the plan. As Lancaster's dead, we take his money. His son, Bolingbroke, is exiled. That man can't stop us, thus we win. Isn't that funny?
Oh, how devious. The crown gets the cash made from sweet Bolingbroke's inheritance, and he gets none. The saucy lad's too rash, and so's punished for his arrogance. What say you, our sovereign liege?
I am king.
That's a good boy. Come, friends, let us away.
Ask any real racer. Winning is winning.
Exit all except Richard. Left alone for a brief moment in this play, Richard's left to ponder how he got here. He knows the triumvirate hath got sway o'er his kingdom, but he prefers them near. At an instant, Uncle York enters in, proffering advice, wisdom, maybe jests, all to remind King Richard of his sin, committed 'gainst England's bejeweled nest.
Nephew mine, let us sit upon the ground and tell sad stories of the death of kings.
That took a turn. Not a fun turn, neither.
This royal throne of kings, this sceptred isle, this earth of majesty, this seat of Mars, this other Eden, demi-paradise, this fortress built by nature herself against infection and the hand of war, this precious stone set in the silver sea, this blessed plot, this earth, this realm, this England.
I am king. I am king.
That's right. For now.
Exit all. Enter Bolingbroke and Northumberland. Meanwhile, in France, Henry's starting something.
I was born of the sea. I eat fire coral. I piss salt water.
What is happening?
I'm what's called an ice cold can of whoop ass.
Saucy Harry, you kiss your mother with that mouth.
I'm sorry to bring trouble here, Mama. I need my brothers. To war my family goes. We needs must have guns, armaments, and cars.
Where think you will get such wonderful toys? Wait, do you think that we can pull this off?
Let's find out. Daddy's got to go to work.
So back to England from France did they go, Bolingbroke with Northumberland in tow. As they reached the Sceptred Isles' chalky shores, York met them, prepared for unpleasant chores.
Why have those banished and forbidden legs dared once to touch a dust of England's ground? But then more, why? Why have they dared to march so many miles upon her peaceful bosom, frightening her pale-faced villagers with war and ostentation of despised arms? Comest thou because the anointed king is hence? Why, foolish boy, the king is left behind, and in my loyal bosom lies his power. Were I but now the lord of such hot youth as when brave Gaunt, thy father, and myself rescued the Black Prince, that young Mars of men, from forth the ranks of many thousand French, oh, then how quickly should this arm of mine, now prisoner to this palsy, chastise thee, and minister correction to thy fault. Even in condition of the worst degree, in gross rebellion and detested treason, thou art a banished man, and here art come before the expiration of thy time, in braving arms against thy sovereign.
Oh, huzzah! Now that's how we give a speech.
What say you for yourself, my young nephew?
I wasn't born a demigod, Uncle.
I'm aware of that.
I mean, we all are.
Into the sea my human parents threw me.
Where is he going with this?
Hard to say. I find it best just to let him finish.
And then, somehow, I was found by the gods. I gave humans islands, fire, coconuts.
What?
Like I said.
Does he believe all this?
I think he just might believe his own press.
Nephew, you may be right, so I shan't stand against you. Did you bring the cavalry?
Uncle of York, I am the cavalry.
Ooh, such delicious shivers down my spine. Ooh.
It makes you trip over your own words. I know,
Yeah.
right? He's good.
Very good.
No doubt.
Exit all. Bolingbroke marched ever faster uphill, emboldened by the grand old Duke of York. Richard regrets doing Lancaster such ill. His advisors left him nothing but work. Bushy, Bagot, and Greene's triumvirate is waging war with their ill-gotten gains. This hath made the nobles intemperate, so they've become pariahs for their pains. The squabbling and fighting amongst themselves, who once held power, Greene, Bushy, and Bagot. Where to go? Into the west? Like the elves? Or Hades? Best bring a pomegranate. surrounded by those no longer called friends, this may be where their story portion ends. Enter Bushy, Bagot, and Greene.
This is ridiculous. We held power. We had real, ultimate power, like ninjas. Look at us now, scared little fugitives.
Indeed, there was a time not long ago where I had command over life itself, and even the king would approach me with woe, knowing that he was my elf on the shelf.
Clever.
Thank you.
It's nice to see that you haven't abandoned our little rhyme scheme, unlike some others. But it's just we few who adhere to this weak and winding theme.
Like not. The meter I like not rhyme. It's silly. There is a place and a time. Crap, now you have me doing it. What now?
What now? We wait. We figure out how we came to such a position in life.
Hark! 'Tis the Duke of York! Has he a fife?
Oh, dear York, great Duke, tell us, have you news? What of Bolingbroke? Hath he ta'en it all?
Henry of Lancaster brings battle now to Richard, the second King of England, to bear that name. Unlike his great namesake, however, our king's not lion-hearted. Further, you three are henceforth circumscribed till such time you can either beg pardon of this great prince, be exiled, or find death.
Oh, Jove! How did it ever come to this?
Oh, well, I'm glad you asked. I was looking for a pitch pipe and I couldn't find one, but I do have this horn here. Yes, listen and perhaps learn from the story. My dear Queen Joan, whispered old King Ned, would you like to make a monarch of your son Richard? With an ermine robe and a coronet, my dear Queen Joan, wouldn't you like that? Yippee-too-ri-ya, faddle-diddle-da, too-ri-oo-ri-oo-ri-ya, yippee-too-ri-ya, faddle-diddle-da, too-ri-oo-ri-oo-ri-ya, in the year of our Lord 1376, that we mourned the death of the Black Prince, leaving young Richard as the kingdom's heir. He was king himself in less than a year, yippee-too-ri-ya, faddle-diddle-da, too-ri-oo-ri-oo-ri-ya, yippee-too-ri-ya, faddle-diddle-da, too-ri-oo-ri-oo-ri-ya. Like all monarchs, his rule was absolute, and England fell into disrepute. With foreign wars and the kingdom broke, upon the claim the crown came Bolingbroke, yippee-too-ri-ya, faddle-diddle-da, too-ri-oo-ri-oo-ri-ya, yippee-too-ri-ya, faddle-diddle-da, too-ri-oo-ri-oo-ri-ya. Now civil wars I do lament that concern the family Plantagenet. There's more to them than we can bandy, and can't be summed up in a sea shanty. Yippee-too-ri-ya, faddle-diddle-da, too-ri-oo-ri-oo-ri-ya, yippee-too-ri-ya, faddle-diddle-da, too-ri-oo-ri-oo-ri-ya.
But you did! The summation was a shanty!
Really? That was your takeaway from that? It must be difficult to be that dumb.
Oh, no. 'Tis really quite the opposite. Super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Well, thank the Lord, at least you're pretty.
Thank the Lord not. We should thank my mama.
You're all deeply strange and flawed people. Back to my theme. Your lives are now forfeit. You must attend Harry of Lancaster at once and with all due speed.
Certainly, my liege lord.
Well met. And so, I leave you.
We're going to wait upon that infant? That upstart? That thrice cursed legless dog?
Yes, and we shall advise the king likewise.
And why should we? I say no, nay, never.
No, nay, never, no more. He will sever our heads. Let's go. Tomorrow's the day we meet our doom, sadly, at the Speedway.
Meanwhile, in Harry's camp, Northumberland hath questions for England's new would-be king. What should they do if things get out of hand? Or worse yet, Richard should decide to sing.
What will we do, sweet Bolingbroke, if that comes to pass? Can we bear it? Should we so?
I'm Michelle Obama's favorite actor.
Well, All right then. Problem solved, I suppose.
I'm trying to save the world, for which this time is my fourth. I'm really good at it.
Fair enough. I'm beyond being confused. Lay on, Macduff. How to get to riches is my principal line of inquiry.
We drive. I just love driving the fast cars.
Exit all. Enter Richard. In the tower, the far side of the world seems to King Richard to be a good place. With his trinkets and toys he could be curled, forgetting all of time and all of space.
I live my life a quarter mile at a time. Nothing else matters, nothing else at all. Not my team, not my kingdom, not my crown. For those 10 seconds or less, I am free.
Somewhere out there before our final fight, Henry's planning murder and killing me tonight.
Somewhere out there, Richard stole Lancaster. But I know I will find him, and I'll kick his butt over there.
And even though I exiled him and also stole his car, I think it's possible a friendship might not be too far.
And when I think about the ways that I could kill that guy, I realize that we're related and I start to cry. Somewhere out there, I will run him through.
And we'll be together in a bromance.
In
Make dreams come true. And even though I exiled him and also stole his car, I think that might be a friendship's not too far.
And when I think about the ways that I could kill that guy, I realize that we're related and I start to cry.
Somewhere out there, there's a table set for two with candles, where we can race mustangs, where a romance can make dreams come true.
Richard! It wasn't that hard to find you.
I wasn't hiding. I bow to no man.
You want a war, Richard? Well, you got one.
I do not feel like I am under arrest.
But good cuz you are. In life, things happen. You may not want them to, but they do.
Wow. That was remarkably deep for him.
We talking or we racing?
Why not both?
Good my lords, this show hath not the budget, nor could we get a major sponsorship allowing a race of that magnitude.
My lord, Northumberland is correct. It was in the attempt to reconcile that sad fact with desire to make it so that forced dear Mowbray off this mortal coil.
Wait, dude, Mowbry's dead? How is this even possible?
My lord died off screen. There was no alternative, no budget.
I feel so cheated. No death scene, no nothing.
Nada.
Methinks I like the sound of that. Oh yes, I do indeed. Mowbray's death off screen says that our sweet triumvirate shall make it.
To the play's end! Ha! To infinity!
And beyond! We could get our own sequel, the Bushy, Bagot, and Greene mysteries, or even perhaps Waiting for Bagot.
Well, that's all well and good for all of you, but what about me? What about Richard? At the end of the play, I'm supposed to have a series of beautiful scenes demonstrating my growth as a ruler and indeed as a person. What of all that? I get no death scene? So what happens now? We have the song, are we becoming friends? Good. But what's next? Who, I ask, gets the crown?
Crown was the friends we made along the way.
Oh, so we are Groot. We are king. We are king.
There's more wisdom in your body than in your deepest philosophies, Richard.
You'll always be my brother. Maximum Richard, and so friends, good Bob. I hope we same place again very now.
And so, on Talladega's blessed field, Henry's and Richard's two forces did yield, agreeing to share the power and crown, mayhap turning history upside down. And though this is not the way it truly went, tonight it all ends well for family Plantagenet. That is the show. Here are our players, including Drunk and Disorderly. Thank you very much to Kelsey, Kurz, Ezekiel Jackson, Aileen, Goldberg, Tom Zadoyko, Mitch, Gamble-Ernst, a.k.a. Jade DeVere, inside the dry closet, Alex Stompoly, Kristina, Coia, Drunk and Disorderly, David Mikofsky, Erin, Bernardi. I am Dan Kostelec, your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare friends. If you enjoyed this show half as much as we enjoyed performing it, then we obviously enjoyed it twice as much as you did, and that's called maths. And that's whatever you feel the show is worth. A 1, a 5, a 10. For $20, you can get a PDF of the script we wrote tonight. It's entirely in iambic pentameter because I hate myself. And also, for $30, you can get a physical copy of it. For $75, I will write you a personalized thank you sonnet for being a part of this tonight. And for any donation starting at $10, you can join us for the after party starting in 5 minutes over on Zoom. I need time to go through and look at new donations coming in. But thank you very much for joining us here tonight. On behalf of everybody, we're going to get through all of this, and the end is in sight. I love you, you love me. There is mutual, glorious affection. And so, keep it classy, San Diego. Bye-bye.